Welcome to part 2 of this episode of Future Focus, which deals with the coming changes to the trucking industry. In part 1, we talked to Cummins about why a diesel engine manufacturer is getting into the electrification game. Shell Lubricants, meanwhile, is looking to the future through a new project that they call the Starship initiative. Now I know what you're thinking, and no, it is not an attempt to explore space or to write and perform We Built This City. No, its actual goal is to build an energy-efficient truck with an original design capable of reducing energy usage, and only using technologies that are available on the market today. I talked with Bob Mainwaring of Shell about where the idea for this project came from, what the goals are, and why Shell is taking part in, as Mainwaring calls it, an energy evolution that needs to take place.
I see the whole exercise as what I call a thought leadership paper on wheels. And when you reflect on the way the world is going in terms of diminishing resources, increasing levels of pollution and increasing demand for energy, we recognise very much that things have got to change. So a really good question to try and answer is, how good can you be in an energy efficiency sense if you bring as many known technologies together today as you possibly can, and then try and chase fuel efficiency to the best level you possibly can starting today. Well, of course, we want to have a business that exists in the future, and Shell sort of paraphrase the current state of the world as energy demand going up, emissions being an increasing concern, and fossil fuel resources going down. And any one of those three on their own is motivation enough for change. And if you bring all three together, they absolutely compel you as an energy company to drive that change. You know, I mean, I understand what you say when surely the status quo suits, and I assume what you mean by that is that if we're selling lots of fuel today, why would we want to reduce the amount of fuel? But of course, that leads you to a position where, you know, the whole world's moving and you're saying, I don't want to move. So much more appropriate that we're part of the energy revolution that needs to take place for the whole planet to become more sustainable, for the amounts of fuel that are used, or the amount of energy that's being used to be reduced, and to have a reduced impact on finite resources and on emissions as well.
Shell will be taking the Starship truck on a trans-American demonstration journey this February, with the goal of breaking the fuel economy record for a truck crossing the country. That's it for today's episode of Future Focus. Tune in each month as we tackle a new trucking technology topic.